It's your boy BuddhaMike back at it again. What up, Nudie? What up, Mocha? What up, DJ? We in the building. What it do, family? Thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming through. Hit that like on the way in, comment. Don't forget to hit that bell for reminders for when we go live. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep moving. I like to think it's like shit. We all up here on this main stage. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a turn. Just gotta know which role you gotta play. You know what I'm saying? Mine happens to be, oh yeah, Batman. So I'm here to bring all the darkness to the light for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shine my little sigil on it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So let's get into it. What up, Dennis? You know what I'm saying? We going to Gotham tonight, bro. You already know where we going. We going to Gotham. Before that, we gotta get the ancestors' blessings. You know what I'm saying?
Ancestors, I honor you. Thank you for all of your love and support. Thank you for always listening to me. I honor your resilience and your sacrifices. Without these sacrifices, future generations would not be here, including me. I carry you in my DNA. You knew me before I knew myself. It is because of you I am who I am today. I know your prayers are still protecting me. Thank you, ancestors. Ashe.
Ashe. All right, so we gonna get into it, y'all. Let's get back to it.
But there was another stone that they found that they couldn't argue. This is the Bat Creek stone. It was found during the course of an official Smithsonian evacuation. The Smithsonian didn't understand the meaning of the writing on the stone. They thought it was Cherokee, since it came from Cherokee country. They didn't realize that it's actually Hebrew. They had published this originally upside down. They threw it in a box at the bottom of the Smithsonian, put it in the basement. Many years later, a scholar took it out of the box, looked at it, and went, oh my gosh, it's upside down. It's Phoenician, ancient Hebrew. So what's going on here? What is that about? Where is that history? I'll show you in a few minutes, and we're going to have a conversation, and I'm going to show you some more things that the Smithsonian, science, government, commerce colluded to erase. By the way, I want to thank the directors of the documentary Lost Civilizations of North America for bringing these stories to my attention. I was blown away. To find more, visit the website lostcivilizationdvd.com.
Oh yeah. We only getting into it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Talking about that bat cake. I ain't wearing no cape, but that's right what we talking about. So let's get into
it. Sleek, like a uniform.
What kind of insect remind you?
Like hormiga, an ant. You know those red ants standing up. Have you ever seen them standing up?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Somebody said like in Spanish would be cara de niño. What is the?
There's another thing like a niño de la tierra.
Sí.
It's something like that. It almost resembles an ant. But if you would get an ant and blow it up, a big picture of it, it would be something like that, except for the arms.
Children of the earth,
shoulder on the earth. There was something like that, but the niño de la tierra is usually curled. Now, if you would straighten it upright, it would resemble something like that. And according to the head more likely looked like an ant. It was shaped like that with a drop, teardrop eyes and no ears.
Okay. How tall?
Okay, we were about that tall. They would say 3.5 feet.
3.5 feet?
About 3.5 feet. Just like us, we were little kids then, and
you feel scared by them?
No. No, I've never been scared of nothing. That's why I wanted to go in there,
I bet he was.
Were you impressed? Did you know they weren't from the earth at that
No.
point? What did you think?
I thought that something cracked. Those guys out there are hurt. Let's go help them, That's, my intentions, is being for life, If I see anybody getting hurt, I try to go and help them. If I can help. If I can't help, I just go around and keep on going my way, And that's what I thought about this. They're running back and forth, squealing.
Did you realize they were not humans?
To me, they look like little boys. And since they were short, the only thing different on it that I was surprised is the 4 fingers and the long arms. Then I remember, a monkey has got longer arms than me.
When did you realize that what you saw probably was not from this earth?
Well, let's figure that out with part 2.
One of the most outstanding aspects of the case is that they had a clear vision of the beings that were injured in the ship. They all appeared hurt, and one of them couldn't move at all. The children watched them with binoculars for almost 2 hours.
From here, you saw the little creatures.
From here, yes. With the binoculars. We used to carry binoculars. Oh, yeah, we had carried binoculars. I still have them.
Maureen,
That's why you saw them so clearly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Both of you. How many creatures you saw?
4.
4 creatures.
4 of them. 3 of them were running. You could see it through that hole, running back and forth. Like if they were hurt, they were injured. And the other one was just sitting right there on the side. I don't know if that guy was dead or was hurt and couldn't move. That's why I decided to go down there, to help him. But Remy just wouldn't let me, He was scared. Like I said, I told him before, maybe if I would have gone up there, I wouldn't be here today, I'd be somewhere else,
Were they screaming?
They had a screaming like a jackrabbit. What do you call a jackrabbit in Spanish? The liebre?
See?
Liebre? Like when we used to shoot them, they used to squeal, like a baby. That's the way they were. That's why I say, that they were hurt. They were injured.
All of them were screaming? You don't know.
Oh, we don't know, It was off and on, But we were here for about an hour and a half, almost an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours, watching them.
You saw them very, very clear.
Oh, yeah. They were, like I said, I could see the 4 fingers, long arms, and they didn't have no ears. So I thought, maybe they had an overall or a uniform. But the mouth was kind of small.
Yeah, sorry about
and that's what the sound was coming out of.
Kind of weird. Sounds like they got.
It wasn't a mouth like ours, No beard. It's just a straight, sleek, like a uniform.
They over there hit people with them 5G cell tower waves. You know what I'm saying? They don't want us to get that information out, but we're gonna get it to people. Because you know what?
Your future hasn't been written yet. No one's has. Your future is whatever you make it. So make it a good one.
Future starts with a smart kid.
Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Nancy Pelosi are all on an airplane together with the pilot. So Obama says, I'm going to throw this $100 bill out the window and make one American happy. And Hillary says, I'm going to throw $200 out the window and make 2 Americans happy. And Nancy Pelosi says, I'm going to throw 100 $100 bills out the window and make 100 Americans happy. And the pilot says, I can throw all 3 of you out the window and make all of America happy. I speak facts.
Let's make America happy again. Facts only. You know what I'm saying? Facts only. Keep them smart kids in the house.
Does everybody know that in every state in the Union they have no right to tax nothing? Title 31 United States Code, Section 742 says very clearly, except as otherwise provided by law, all stocks, bonds, treasury notes, and any other obligations of the
paying their rent for 2 years. Why is the government paying people that came from another country rent for 2 years? Can we explain that? Because it's a housing crisis right now. There's multiple homeless people on the streets right now that I could follow and show you homeless people that's been living on the streets. So what makes the migrants better from coming to another country that they get all of this?
Some questions I got, you know what I'm saying? We need the answers, y'all. We need the answers.
They think you're incapable of seeing through this. How is it that horse and buggy people constructed these architectural wonders? At the time that they say they were built, all they had were hammers, saws, and basic tools. Does that make any sense to you? Look at all these grand structures and just ask yourself, could we do this in the modern day with those tools? But it gets even scarier. What if the date on these buildings is all wrong? Imagine if that number 1 wasn't a 1 at all. Our history could be off by 1,000 years. The theory is that an advanced global civilization named Tartaria built these marvels. It often gets left out of mainstream history because they don't want you to question your reality, but many references can be found in old maps and documents. They have even been credited with building the Great Wall of China.
I really want you guys to understand that time is running out. And a lot of black people say that, but for real. Part of why the civil rights movement has been so successful, and part of why those who have come after in terms of our leadership have been able to maintain a presence, is that black people have always had a certain amount of moral currency that we have been using. And let me be the first to tell you, that's used up.
Yes,
White America has been watching us act like fools for a long enough time where any sympathy they may have had to our plight is completely gone. You're approaching a country that, forget hating black people or not hating black people, they just don't care. You can be talking about affirmative action, they can be like, I don't care. It literally is of no importance to me. I don't care about slavery. I don't care about segregation. I don't care about you. I don't care how many of you all go to jail. I don't care at all, because I'm broke. You can't be the proud, noble fighter when every single time someone sees a person that looks like you on television, they're acting like a damn fool. How would they know? How would they know you're not a damn fool?
Okay.
They're going to talk to you? Yeah, right. This is what we're facing. Now, this was not a very motivational speech because I'm not a motivational speaker. I got to be honest. No, wait. That don't matter to me. I'm a critic. That's what I do for a living. I'm not here to tell you you can do it because you know what? Maybe you just can't do it. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be real. I hope you can do it. I hope to God you can do it. You better do it.
Facts only.
Because if you don't, will you suffer? Yeah. But oh, your kids are going to catch hell. You guys are it. Don't think about Jesse. Don't think about Al. They will not be there.
Facts, y'all. Facts. can't think about these people because they ain't gonna help us. You know what I'm saying? It sounds good to me, but Al Sharpton ain't for every man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have something happen to you, have some money up behind it and all that shit. I'm just trying to get through this life. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get through this life.
Just an FYI to anyone considering following me or the followers that I do have. I'm not a content creator. I'm a dipshit with a phone. Sometimes I post funny shit. Other times I post stupid shit. Either way, we're going to post a lot of shit.
So keep it coming back, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm posting some good shit no matter what. Because this is only the beginning. I want y'all to expand your mind, expand y'all plane of thinking.
Oh, he's back. He's not feeling so well. Oh wait, I gotta push start. Oh, I missed all that. Oh my God, Mom! I hope you got it. Oh.
Everything you know is wrong?
Dude, that whole thing.
Whoa,
I thought
what
I was
the
on
fuck?
recording. I wasn't. Did you record that? Ah, so disappointing.
Yo, are you guys not seeing this?
No, I was seeing it and I thought I was recording it the whole
No,
time.
are you not
but
seeing?
I wasn't. Steven, I want to.
That's crazy, bro. It's right in front of our
Hopefully-
faces, bro.
hopefully
What
it
the
goes through that.
fuck?
Dude, that's like you could almost reach out and touch it, huh? That's fucking badass. We got our own television show fucking right here. We're watching the whole thing. That's fucking badass, dude.
Badasses, right, man? When they use that stuff like that, man, that's subliminal as fuck. His brain picks up everything that it does. You know what I'm saying? Our brain is lit by neurons. So our memory is neuronic. Everything is receptacle through our eyesight. You know what I'm saying? We see everything that we think of. That's how it works. Otherwise, you wouldn't think of it because you have to see it in order to think of it. Unless you think of some stuff, and then, well, that's how we bring it into creation, technically. But, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't get that. Or what's that? Where was I? Ah, yes.
Hey, it's Glamham. Amazingly, someone did. This girl, Leanna. Apparently, the world's most patient content creator has broken down all of the words into color-coded groups. This was from an original post by @MindOverMatters661, who took this very disturbing footage of messaging coming off the Las Vegas sphere. It was going super fast, like so fast that a lot of the time you could not even read what the words were. In my last video, I slowed down the words so you can check those out. It is, in my opinion, really disturbing.
Yeah, that's the list of the words right there, yo. Insane. Wow. Oh, they're color coordinated too? You know, now y'all can pause this stuff at any time and read it. I suggest you do it on the review or the preview. You know
By the
what
way,
I'm
in
saying?
Leanna's comments, she put hashtag U2 concert. I looked that up and there wasn't one recently. I believe this video was taken recently. Someone commented in my last video that it was a UFC event. News headlines seem to confirm that. Let me know what you think. See you in the comments.
Bezos. Ray. Z. Man. The stuff that we have to go through in order to live, you know what I'm saying? The shit that don't make sense to me. But again, you know what I'm saying? We ain't really listening to the old people like we should. You know what I'm saying? Here's one.
Not everybody here on this planet has a soul. In fact, a lot of them are just projections of program. And that's all they care about is regurgitating the program that they have been created by artificial intelligence to spout, because they don't have any real intelligence. And how you tell the difference is a human being has the ability to change. And a messenger cannot change. A messenger has a different soul than a human being. The messengers are here, program artificial intelligence. The messengers are here to tempt and sway people who have souls. And they do it quite effectively. But when you go back to roots, the way you tell if you're a human being or just a messenger, a co-opted bot of artificial intelligence, is you can change. A human being has the ability to change its mind.
I'm only human after all. Don't put
Not everybody here on this planet has a soul.
Don't put the blame on me.
Stop dancing around the question. What did you see in space? Buddy, the world is not quite what movies have made it seem. People think you launch a rocket up into the atmosphere and just fly out into the abyss of infinite space. But this couldn't be farther from the reality. Once we go beyond a certain altitude and kind of reach the cusp of our atmosphere, we reach the same barrier time and time again. An impenetrably dense, translucent layer of concrete solid water, of which behind it appears to be a mysteriously dark body of infinite waters that we misinterpret as outer space. It would be through this abyss of water that we could assume the potential to travel to other existing worlds. But without a way through this firmament, we are restricted to fairly limited speculation. It appears as though whatever kind of a god or what have you that created this place did not intend for us to get through that barrier. In the meantime, however, CGI has made for a hell of an illusion of what lies beyond.
CGI. CGI.
This business about taking everyone's guns away. Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away. So stop with the continuous lying about this stuff.
I support buybacks, and I think that, look, we have 5 million assault weapons on the streets of America.
How mandatory is your gun buyback program?
It's mandatory.
Second Amendment?
The Second Amendment, listen, we're going to have to do it the right way.
Let's talk about fracking because we're here in Pennsylvania. I made that very clear in 2020. I will not ban fracking. I have not banned fracking as Vice President of the United States. And in fact, I was the tie-breaking vote on the Inflation Reduction Act, which opened new leases for fracking.
Will you commit to
We don't
implementing
want
a
a
federal
wishy-washy
ban on
president,
fracking
you guys.
your first day in office, adding the United States to the list of countries who have banned this devastating practice?
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. So, yeah.
Vice President Harris, in 2017, you supported Bernie Sanders' proposal to do away with private insurance and create a government-run healthcare system. 2 years later, you proposed a plan that included a private insurance option. What is your plan today?
Well, first of all, I absolutely support, and over the last 4 years as vice president, private health care options.
You support the Medicare for All bill, I think initially co-sponsored by Senator Bernie Sanders. You're also a co-sponsor on it. I believe it will totally eliminate private insurance. So for people out there who like their insurance, they don't get to keep it?
Well, listen, the idea is that everyone gets access to medical care, and you don't have to go through the process of going through an insurance company, having them give you approval, going through the paperwork, all of the delay that may require. Who of us has not had that situation where you got to wait for approval and the doctor says, well, I don't know if your insurance company is going to cover this? Let's eliminate all of that. Let's move on.
The United States Congress, including some of the most conservative members of the United States Senate, came up with a border security bill, which I supported. And that bill would have put 1,500 more border agents on the border to help those folks who are working there right now overtime, trying to do their job.
I believe if someone crosses over the border illegally, it is illegal, and you would decriminalize it.
I would not make it a crime punishable by jail. It should be a civil enforcement issue, but not a criminal enforcement issue. Listen, I think there's no question that we've got to critically re-examine ICE and its role and the way that it is being administered and the work it is doing, and we need to probably think about starting from scratch.
So does the border czar that'll...
All right, y'all turn y'all volume back down. Yeah, I had to turn the volume up on that one, didn't we? But you can't have this wishy-washy people up in their house, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna fuck up everything. Look.
America's taxpayers are not paying the $300 million a day. We were paying for that endless war. And as of today, there is not one member of the United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone in any war zone around the world. The first time this century. What? But let's understand.
What the fuck?
So where the are we right
Where they at though? Where they at though? What where they at though? What the fuck, stupid? What the fuck? 21 face ass bitch. I can't believe this shit, man. Can't believe this shit. Because of her, we got this shit.
They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them like.
And who's been going live on Facebook documenting the constant car crashes.
They got more rights than we do.
We headed to the BMV
How
to see how the Haitians are getting
cars?
driver's licenses and cars so quickly after moving here despite speaking zero English.
Fact. Come on, look, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all.
In the park grabbing up ducks.
I'm gonna tell you, man. They in my park grabbing up ducks. What the fuck? I might end up hitting one of them dudes with a car. But I'm a take that back. That's mean. I won't do that, but I will call the police, even though the police won't do nothing, because I know that's. But it's good to have on my record, and I'll record the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? But the dogs, the cats. Next thing you know, it's gonna be bats. Damn shame, man.
The moon is empty. You can see on the new moon, you can see a ring, and there's black, and you can see it's a hole. Clearly, it's a hole. You go through it.
What do you think the planets are? They're light? It's not like dirt. Mars isn't like dirt?
It's not.
So they're not landing Mars rovers on Mars, right?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. What they're doing is they're going to places like Greenland with very, very exotic landscape, and they're making it look like it, and then they're colouring it to look red and what have you. If you go to Wikipedia, which I'm in now, and you look up under Saturn, in the first sentence it will tell you that Saturn is a gas giant, and then you go to Jupiter and it tells you that Jupiter is a gas giant.
Yeah.
Then you ask what the sun is, they say it's hydrogen and helium. Well, that's gas. Why is Venus or Mars or the moon where they landed, why is it an exception? You can see with your own eyes that it's a light. Ptolemy, for thousands of years before the Jesuit Copernicus turned up and made a spinning ball, was saying all of the 7 planets are entirely luminous. They are portals.
Oh, you're telling me there's no moon there?
There is.
It's not a solid object?
It's a more attenuated transcendental material.
So, if you want to understand what you are, where we are, this ebook will literally unveil that to you.
Get the ebook, y'all. Get the ebook. Because our timeline is not making sense no more.
Yo, family, this timeline's not making any sense. It's not making any sense, fam. This is not the real world. Look, family, this is the Hindenburg, 1937. This is being filmed in 1937. Not only is the HD quality mind-blowing, but look at the city, fam. Remember, this is the Hindenburg, 1937, literally 1 hour before it went down in a blazing inferno over New Jersey. The Hindenburg. This is historical. This is not conspiracy.
He don't know about
right?
being
This is live in your face. This is the Hindenburg airship over New York City, 1937. Take away 37 years. You get left with 1900. Minus another year, that's 1899. So get this straight. Let me get this straight. If you took away 87 yees, you'd be back in motherfucking 1850. When did they start construction of this city, fam? When did they start building this? Because in the 1800s, there was no such thing as a power tool. There was horses and buggies. There was no power tools. Nothing of the sort. Fam, you're looking at 1937, the Empire State Building. Everything is there already. It looks like New York right now. Family, how? When did they start construction? Who built this? Family, you're looking at Tartaria, bro. You're looking at Tartaria. Come on, man, stop playing. The timeline doesn't make any sense. Like I said, 37 years. From 1937, take away 37 years, you get 1900. Minus another 50, that's 1850. Horse and buggy business. That's when they had to start constructing this city for it to be here now. Family, this city did not take no 100 years to build. It did not take no 50 years to build. This is a couple 100 years worth of construction right here. They had to start this in the 1800s, early 1800s, late 1700s. How? What tools did they use to do this? Family, it's all bullshit. This is Tartaria. You're still in Tartaria. Look at these fucking cities. All they did was tear down all the real shit and put up a bunch of flimsy glass buildings and shit. Talking about Twin Towers and all these goofy shits. That's all they did, put up their brutalistic architecture to cover over what was already there. Fam, the infrastructure was already here. We built this shit. There's no fucking way. When they came to these motherfucking United States of America, these cities was already here. How in the fuck? 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. 1400, 1500, 1600, 1700, 1800, 1900. Who built these cities? You got here in the 1400s. You weren't building it in the 1500s. You weren't building it in the 1600s. You definitely weren't building it in the 1700s. Or the 1800s. You didn't have power tools. So when did you start building this? In the 1900s? Well, this is 1937. It took you 37 years to do all this? Anyway, family, more receipts from the source chop. Don't let these monkeys tell you shit. You are literally looking at Tartaria. And this airship you're looking at, the Hindenburg, is also Tartarian. Let's go, man. Chop, chop.
Everything's built from the top down.
Yeah, so council,
everybody know
they want us to believe that these people who came over with Columbus, these pilgrims and shit, who didn't even know how to plant food, didn't know how to eat an orange, didn't know about seasoning, the most simple basic shit in life they did not know. You want me to believe that they came over here and built all this? They got here in 1492. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? That's a couple 100 years. They didn't even know how to farm. They spent 90% of the time dying before we taught them how to plant fucking food. What are you talking about? Trying to tell me that while you were learning to farm, simple fucking farm, you were engineering and building these motherfucking cities? Yeah, right, nigga. You came and stole our shit. Council, it's not that deep. The math isn't even that hard. First power tool invented 1895. And it took a while before everyone got to them. So you mean to tell me from 1900 to 1937, y'all had every city in the United States and around the world built? Man, go take a flying fuck.
Hey, but yo, shit's weird. Even though it's weird, man, we know shit's still got injustices. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Tory Lane.
Yesterday, it was reported by TMZ, and according to TMZ, it was also confirmed by Tory Lane's lawyer that as of now, his prison tapes will be no more until further notice because his cell block was raided by prison guards and his studio equipment was confiscated. Today, Tory spoke out from prison on his Instagram account to confirm these rumors, into which he wrote, "The rumors are true. The prison tapes will be discontinued until further notice. However, I think it's important that my fans know the truth about the crooked that's really going on here. My cell was not raided and trashed because I learned how to record myself in prison or because I created the prison tapes. I was shut down because the higher up figured out what I was really doing with the prison tapes and how many inmates were being helped in a life-changing way because of them. Since the first day I was incarcerated, all I've seen is blacks and other minorities receive the most cruel, illegal, and unfair punishment. For so many nights, I asked God to reveal his purpose in making me go through the ills of the prison system. I was later shown that purpose. I was placed in jail to suffer, to feel, and to witness firsthand the pain and oppression being inflicted upon the young black and brown men and women of my generation. I knew I had to change this injustice. So I made a plan that when I got to prison, I would figure out a way to record music and put all of the proceeds towards the legal representation of my fellow inmates, giving them a once-in-a-lifetime chance to go home to their families on appeal and resentencing. Although the higher-ups have stopped the prison tapes temporarily, they were too late to stop my overall plan. Since the month of July, I've afforded legal representation for 472 inmates and actively reopened 476 cases. With the help of legal firm Unite the People, so many inmates will be returned to their families and loved ones. I'm naming this the Hands of God Project. Lastly, they know I'm a threat and they don't want me singing or doing this. So if anything happens to me, just know I went out in the blaze of glory trying to revolutionize the end of a mass incarceration era on our people.
Free Tory Lane. I don't care if he did shoot that bitch. She deserved it. She deserved it. Just saying.
Plan to replace it. He said Are you gonna watch the debate?
Who made this? Y'all gotta stop. Y'all play too much. Whoever made this, report to my office right now. Because I'm about to give you a raise. Let me get up. How did I get up? Let me get off this floor. Oh, Lord. Y'all got to
Oh, yeah. Everybody knew that.
I looked at her policy when she was Attorney General. What makes you think she's gonna be any different from that to now? When nigga, her whole policy was locking up black men. And she married to a white man.
Tell me.
And her children aren't fully black. So how can you understand the plight of a black woman when your mother's not black? How can you have love for us and you wasn't raised with us? The only reason she knows us is because she studied us from an Indian perspective. That's how she learned about our civil rights. And she went on to later to go to Howard University to engage in black behavior, but she went there because she was a minority that can get into this college with the Indian heritage. Y'all think Obama was black? Because they gave y'all a skin color. Just like this Indian woman whose daddy's Jamaican, who daddy left them when she was a baby. She's Indian. So your mind said, I think, therefore I am. So whatever you think, that's what you are. Obama never claimed black.
I'm going to tell you something else. People around the country don't claim to be black. You know what I'm saying? Other countries, they say they from that country. You know what I'm saying? Why don't we? We American, ain't we? I like to say I'm an indigenous American because I know my people from here. You know what I'm saying? I know my people didn't come across on those ships unless they were the Nordics. You know what I'm saying? Even then, they probably came up through Alaska and shit. Hell, but we don't know. Speculation based off of that point. But we gonna get into it. You know what I mean? Because Uncle Dick got some good shit too. You know.
See, we as black folks know if them cops had been killing dogs, white folks would burn down the police. And we know that, but we don't talk about it. You're not close enough to know how we feel about you and your goddamn dogs. Huh? We look at you. Hire a black nanny to change your baby diaper, but walk your own dog and pick up the dog shit. You think we don't know who you are? I'm not talking about you. Huh? When Nelson Rockefeller, see, we know everything because we was the maids. We can work in houses that white folk can't work in. Okay? So we here. My mother's 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 mother worked for Frank and Jesse James up in the Boot Hill. So they know, we know when Jesse got killed, Frank changed his name to Rockefeller and moved east with the money. We know stuff that y'all don't know. Okay, y'all think y'all know something because that old supremacy stuff. White ain't a color, it's an attitude. And if you haven't got trillions of dollars in the bank, you can't have the attitude. So I tell black folks and most white, you ain't never seen a white person in your life. If you ain't got trillions of dollars, you're not white. That $1 million stuff, you take $1 million and change it to 1,000,000 seconds. That's 13 days. You take $1 billion and change it to second. That's 32 years. Who want to be a millionaire but some poor, ignorant white or black? This is what the game is, huh?
R.I.P. Dick Gregory. So many hidden gems in this YouTube land. Y'all just gotta go around finding shit. Hell, TikTok got all the gems now because that's where people posting it. You know what I'm saying? All they do is take it from YouTube, but people ain't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you made it. No, that video's been made. You just gotta look it up in the archives of someone else's history. That's what's fucked up. It's all in our history, man. Like, we seen videos and don't even know what we was watching. But hell, we out here.
Tesla deleted the videos. California, 109 outside. Mom seen here goes to charge her Tesla and it locks. Inside the car is her infant baby. This is her swinging, trying to break the window to get to her baby. There was a group of people who were helping her. It took them 6-7 minutes to get into the car. The baby was completely drenched with sweat and she was frantic. She talked to Tesla and initially they said it was probably a software issue that locked your car. And then they dug further and said it wasn't a software issue. But the interesting fact is that when she took it to get serviced at Tesla, out of all the video the car recorded, this is actual footage from the car. The car recorded her pounding on the car trying to get in. They deleted this footage. Tesla deleted the footage of that day when the car locked and her kid was trapped in the car. And when she said, "Why did you delete that footage?" the Tesla service reps didn't say anything.
Hey, we gotta get that word out there, y'all.
Why have a Tesla if it's gonna lock you out of the car? I don't know.
Why get an electric vehicle, period? He needs to hurry up and make them hydrogen-powered vehicles. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not trying to fuck up the ozone, but at the same time, I'm also not trying to run a Duracell battery that could blow up because of lithium and shit, lithium cells. You know what I'm saying? I don't want none of them problems where an electric car get hit with an EMP and my kid's stuck in it now. Huh? Who wants that problem? Nobody. I don't want to be the one stuck in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I can't even think about that. Hey. But hey, I'm not electrical people. You know what I'm saying? Unless it comes to like scooters and bikes, I mess with that. But other than that, man, I'm a skateboard and car person. And I can't have no electrical vehicle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good on that one. But you know that's some fucked up shit when they trying to hide all the footage. What is y'all on, Tesla? What is you on? But I'll show you some fake footage. Cause Tesla on some other shit too.
I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen.
Those are called Sprite. Atmospheric Sprite. Those are called waves, aka lunar waves. Oh yeah. Hey, Mocha, most definitely. Most definitely we are in Atlanta. I look at it like this, like the center is us, and then the outer ring. But Atlantis was once destroyed, aka mud flooded. Therefore, they went to war over this land. And once they seen that they made this land inhabitable, they basically went against the alliance that was governed over this land's Anunnaki slash creators. You know what I'm saying? So with all that, and then they seen how we were since they created us in their image, they kind of like forfeited control because you can't control something that could think for itself. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, look at how the animals are acting. Animals are starting to think for themselves. You guys aren't paying attention, but shit, I've seen it. Kind of a reason why I don't really, you know what I'm saying, mess with too many animals, even though I'm an animal person. I'm more of a cat person, though, I'll be honest with you. I'm an animal person, but I'm a cat person. But we're going to get back into it. They're coming after our sticks, y'all.
Okay, now, people are being arrested for having fire sticks, them Amazon fire sticks. People are being arrested for it. So I'm going to go ahead on, because I love y'all, I'm letting y'all know. I'm going to give y'all a heads up right now. They going to come and get y'all at y'all house. And if you're selling fire sticks right now, stop selling them, because in the international flea market, they done busted 4 people. And they're going to be charged as a felon. Now, if you got the fire sticks in your house, you're going to get a misdemeanor. I'm telling you right now, I had went and called Frontier and told Frontier, come on over here right now and just give me some cable with some HBO, some ESPN, because these people are getting tired of y'all getting this stuff for free because y'all jailbreaking it. So I want to tell Karen, because I heard Karen told. Karen snitched on y'all and said y'all was selling these fire sticks and jailbreaking them. Karen, I want to let you know you talk too much and you need to mind your business, okay? It's people like you that always get us in trouble. This man right here said that Karen, I went down there and I told the police that she found out that they was getting free HBO, ESPN, Cinema, and she over here have to pay for it. And that's not fair. Karen, mind your business. Because that's not fair that you worried about what other people getting. Okay? But I'm letting y'all know right now, y'all do not need to go to jail. So y'all better go ahead on the call front till they got a special. They must have found out and heard about that a lot of people going to jail. I can't sit in prison for no fire stick, y'all. I'm scared. I'm scared. So I want to help y'all and save y'all. Hey, take them fire sticks out your house and get jailbroken or unjailbreak them. Do whatever you got to do. But I ain't getting no misdemeanor and somebody asking me why I'm here. All because I had hooked up a fire stick inside my house. No. So I'm warning y'all, and they're not playing. They're going around sending all these people, FBI, all that, doing undercover busts at these international flea markets. Stop selling them. Stop selling them. You're going to jail.
That just means stop buying them. Stop buying them. Stop buying them. Just don't stop selling them if you just kind of. Hey, I'll come after you. I'll find you. I have ways of finding you. I have tools, and I have a belt, and I have a car, and I have Alfred.
Hey, we are out of water. We are not out of water. It's right here.
Moses West, a retired Army Ranger, is the man behind the atmospheric water generator. It takes moisture from the environment and turns it into clean drinking water. He's literally changing air into water and has changed the clean water game. When it comes to keeping us safe and feeling connected, the creative genius and passion of these inventors has made our lives better, and that has made them unforgettable.
So with the atmospheric water generators, is it because the water is in a controlled environment or being made in a controlled environment? That's what makes it different from the water that we consume and we bathe in regularly? What's the difference? Because it's still coming from the same sky and, right, the same things that are around us that's still being contaminated. So what makes this water better than the water that we currently have?
That is an excellent question. And I'm so glad it's being put on tape, because this is going to stop 10,000 emails. All the water is contaminated. You say, why isn't your water contaminated? Well, here's why it's not contaminated. In the very beginning of the conversation, we talked about the periodic table and the H2O that sits up there in that little square. Well, H2O it's a molecule that sits out there, and we're looking at a bunch of them right there, but they're attached to another chemical. So when you have an atmospheric water generator, like the glass that's sitting over there with a little bit of ice in it, and that moisture starts to form on the outside, it just came out of the air. It's only pulling the H2O molecule, nothing with it. It's not pulling benzene. It's not pulling methane. It's not pulling methyl ethyl ketones. It's not pulling any other chemical, because it's set to a dew point where only the H2O molecule and everything else is like, see ya. No, don't, no, got no room for you. This is only for the H2O crowd.
Right.
You know? So all the H2Os are like, yeah, man, we got a place to hang out. So they hang out enough of them, and then they drop down into a pan. It's nothing but H2O. You filter the air coming into the machine. I'm making 2,500 gallons a day out of a machine. You look inside, it's all raining. That's all just a straight up H2O. And then you say, well, what can you do with just straight up H2O? Everything. Remineralize it if you want.
Everything.
Tailor it. Make moonshine. Put it on your crops, because now there's no microplastics in it. I just took it from its pure state, give you thousands of gallons of it, put that on your plants, put some fertilizer on your plants with it. Microplastics are gone. Drink that. No microplastics. No chemicals. No chlorine. No fluoride. Only stuff in that water is what you want to put in it.
I say. Tell you.
But it's not Cuban though. It's incorrect.
What is it?
It's Masachua. It's a little different. But it's Manasai. It's the same thing.
What you mean, like but your people come from Cuba?
Nah.
Where your people come from?
Israel.
Israel? What part of Israel?
Israel that's here.
Manasseh. Okay, but what do they call your people on this side of the earth?
Masachua.
Masachua. That's a native tribe.
Massachusetts state named themselves after our tribe.
After Tushio. Oh, okay.
But this is how the tribe is pronounced.
Okay, Manasseh.
So Algonquin language is the same as Israel language, the same as Hebrew language.
Yes, sir.
My language is very similar to this.
Okay. What are other tribes like in New York? It's Algonquin. What's right in New York though?
Algonquin is still
Shinnecock.
But they're all Algonquin still.
But they're all a part of the Algonquin
language.
There's
only
one Algonquin tribe there in Canada. Okay, but the language group is Algonquin.
Our nationalistic designation is called Tictok.
Okay.
So our designations, the way that we do our nationalistic stuff, like our nation status, it comes from the land base in which your home village is.
Okay.
So we have 198 different villages within Massachusetts, but my home village is Tictok.
Okay.
Because my grandfather, who was the chief of the tribe, I serve as council chief now, but my grandfather, he served as council chief, and when he did, the national designation was Tictok. So on the old documents that you can pull from the Vatican from the 1621, you can actually see there that it says Massachusetts country or Tictok country, opposed to, like a tribe. We didn't use tribe, but Matakeesit would be my race.
Okay.
I'm considered Matakeesit as my race, but my national designation is Tictok.
It's crazy because literally we were just talking about it before you walked over. I was talking about how they got over 900 different, what they would say tribes, but everyone that got their federal recognition.
Yeah, they only got 565 federally acknowledged. But there's thousands that are unacknowledged, and every single last one of you guys standing out here comes from one of those tribes too, that are unacknowledged by the feds, but acknowledged by the Creator, which is more important.
What you're saying is, basically, you're acknowledging that we all go back to Israel.
Absolutely. But everybody thinks Israel is somewhere else. That's also another problem.
What are you saying? Are you saying Israel is in America?
This is Israel.
Why do you believe that this is Israel?
I'll tell you why I know that.
Okay.
Because 10,000 years ago, they found an ancient rock from my tribe, okay? And it was very prehistoric. It was about 10,000 years old. And the language on there is the same language as the Hebrew language, right? But also, what's interesting about this rock is that the story is the story of the Jewish high holidays, but it's ours. And then they replicated the story of the Jewish high holidays off of our actual documentation on the rocks. The story's off the rock. Their mathematics is not the same as our mathematics. Their science is not the same as our science. Even their social economics is not the same as ours. Their understanding about land ownership is not even the same as ours. So you're right about that. You're actually right on point with that. Yeah, absolutely, man.
What's your name, brother?
Yeah, Chief Wampamikum Wampachuk, man. It's a real pleasure, man.
Right.
Yeah, real pleasure.
From a chief to a chief, man.
Yeah.
It's good to meet you.
Pleasure,
What's your name, kid?
Pleasure, man. Pleasure.
What's your name, bro?
I'm Sergeant at Arms.
Elder, how you feeling?
This is our tribal chief justice. He runs our tribal court for our tribe. But it's all good, man. You guys keep building, man.
Definitely, man. Beautiful. Glad to meet you.
We know now. But hey, we only building, you know what I'm saying? And I like to thank y'all for coming through. You know what I'm saying?
Dumb people love dumb people, and geniuses try to find people that are on their mental platitude.
And I like to thank y'all for being on this mental platitude with me. You know what we say? We only going higher. I'm here to take you to the next fucking levels. You know what I'm saying? So I say come back the next day and the next day. You know what I'm saying? And to the family out there, you know how it is.
Friends are some of the fakest people you ever have in your life. Because friends will never allow you to just be yourself. Oh, man, nigga, you sound like you're getting weak. Oh, man, you sound like you get... They ain't gonna let you say, man, I'm hurt right now, homie. I feel like hurt. They gonna go tell somebody, man, nigga talking about killing himself. So, friends don't check on nobody. Family. Family. Family, go check on your family. Because friends have to fake with one another. Friends have to be fake in order for us to be real friends. I can't tell you, nigga, you wrong when you wrong.
I felt that. My bad. That shit hit me. That shit hit me, man. That shit touched me on another level.
Homie, friends don't let each other be who they really want to be, my nigga. I got to be who you want me to be so we can remain friends. If I tell you I don't like this, I don't want to kick that nigga, I don't want to rob that nigga, and we from the same hood, but we friends. I can't go against my friend because my friend gonna quit me. So if I'm really your friend, I can tell you no. I can tell you I don't like this. I don't want to do this. Say, homie, I'm on the phone with my girl. Can you cut this down? And you don't say, oh, man, nigga caking on the phone. My friend understand this is my girl. So when he heard me talking to my girl, he cut the music down without shaming me. Friends wake up every day to shame one another. Why do you want me to believe when you call me, homie, and we Jones and high side? What friends do with each other. But man, my family ain't gonna do this. So I build a family away from a family, nigga.
So I'd like to thank y'all for coming out, family. You know what we say. I'll see y'all another day. I shake. Peace and abundance.